Hi everyone, it's Jody Conrad here with Recreation and Park Services, and thanks for coming on the bike ride with me today. I wanted to show you something that my wife and I found the other day. We're always discovering stuff as we're out exploring. We're back here maybe 3 kilometers from our house, 3 or 4 kilometers on a dirt road, and found some cool stuff I want to show you. Let's have a look. Here we are just on the side of the road, and what I wanted to show you is this here, which is where a beaver's been chewing. Took down a good sized birch tree. See all the chips around the base of it there and where it chewed it off. Now we saw these originally back earlier in the spring and we know it was fresh. We can tell it's fresh just by looking at the chips, but also when we first found it, the sap was actually still running out of the stump where the beaver had just chewed it off. So it tells us that the tree was sort of active in spring mode, and when the beaver interrupted the flow, the sap just sort of ran out over the stump everywhere. There's a few of them around here that were in the similar state. I'm just going to take you across the road and show you where there was a full-on snack bar going on. And here is the snack bar, another long birch that they cut down and basically chewed the bark right off the whole length of it, took the limbs away for snacks, and yeah, quite a feast here. So beaver eat the cambium layer of the bark, so that's kind of the inner bark in between the dead wood of the inner tree and the rough, dry outer bark. It's where all the nutrients flow, and it's actually where they get most of the nutrients for their diet, especially in the winter. Let's have a look around here. I haven't been in here before, but let's go have a look around and see if we can find any more beaver action. After a fresh rain, I can't help but notice all of the greenery on the forest floor, and here's some berries left over from last year. This is snakeberry, or also known as partridge berry. It's everywhere around here, along with lots of other things. It's always nice to keep an eye out. And I'm still on the lookout for some beaver works and some beaver action out here, and I see just across the brook there where a beaver has fallen a birch tree, and it fell right across the brook here. And I only know it was a beaver chew because on this side, you can clearly see where the beaver has been hard at work here having a feed. So like I said before, beavers feed on the cambium layer of the bark. That's the nutritious stuff. So it's between the outer dry bark and the inner dead wood of the tree where all the nutrients are, and that's what they're looking for. But if you get right in close there, you can see where those big orange incisors are chewing away, or have been chewing away at that tree. So nice meal had here. Let's keep looking around. Whoa, what do we have here? Look at that now. Back up a little bit here so you can see. So again, a beaver been feeding here on the root of this, again it's a birch tree, and gave a go at trying to bring it down, I would say. Again, look at those teeth marks in there, amazing. Chips everywhere around here. Gave up the ghost on this one though. Must have discovered it was too much for it maybe. Pretty cool. Holy moly, look at this folks. This is a big old birch. This beaver has a thing for birch, and that's a big sized tree. Let me get my hand in there so you can see the scale of that. And I just put it right in that pitch. That's lovely. Nice work, Conrad. But anyway, there you can see the size of that, and it got hung up. So the beaver didn't get paid off a whole lot for that amount of work. But wow, that is one eager beaver. Amazing. Look at the chips down here. Fantastic work. I'm going to call it quits there today, folks. I really wanted to continue further into the woods there and follow the trail, see if I could find a dam or a lodge. But I've got a pork shoulder in the slow cooker back home waiting for me that's calling my name. And I honestly don't have stuff to go into the woods today deeper than what I've been, just for safety reasons. So I'm going to head back home. But a few interesting things about the beaver. They can get really big, first of all. They can get up to 70 pounds is what I've read. So that's pretty amazing. And they've got those big flat tails, of course, for swimming, but also they slap those tails, of course, on the water as a signaling device, a warning device for other members of their colony. They got big webbed feet for swimming as well, so they can be quite fast. They're really agile in the water, not so agile up on the land. And that's why they build dams, is to create more landscape for them to be safe in, to cruise in, and to find food in. They're built for being underwater, like I said, every opening in their head they can close. So their ears have valves in them, their nostrils have valves in them to close up tight. Their eyes have sort of built-in goggles, so they have a clear eyelid that comes over their eyes to protect their eyes while they're swimming underwater, so they can still see, but it's their eyes protected from sticks and grasses and things like that, and dirt. And the coolest thing, I think, is their lips actually close behind those two big front teeth, so that they can continue to carry sticks and things underwater again without getting water in their system. So they're our largest rodent, not the largest rodent in the world, but definitely the largest rodent that we've got in North America. And they basically are everywhere from basically Mexico up almost to the Arctic Circle. So you may have one in your backyard. So continue to explore your backyards, pay attention, and you'll never know what you're going to find, and enjoy it, folks. We'll see you next week.